What's going on, everyone? It's time for another creature feature horror film review. Today we're going to continue with the Ginger Snaps film. So Ginger Snaps 2 Unleashed. Yeah, grab the right one. It was released by Savella Pictures January 30th, 2004. It was produced by Steve Hoban, Paula Devonshire, and Grant Harvey. It was written by Megan Martin and directed by Bert Sullivan, who did films like he's only done two other films, The Chair and A Christmas Horror Story, which I actually reviewed A Christmas Horror Story on here somewhere. So it's had a budget of $3.5 million and it made just over $80,000 at the box office, but it still did well on home video. So, yeah. So Ginger Snaps 2 Unleashed. Well, Bridget is still suffering from the bite from her sister in from the first one, and is living in a like a dilapidated, struggling motel. And yeah, she's surviving on Wolfsbane, trying to keep it down, but then ends up ODing in a snowbank and is taken to a drug rehabilitation clinic slash psych ward, and yeah, where another werewolf starts hunting her down, and it's up to her and her new younger friend Ghost to burnt her aunt to a cinder to try to fight it off. Overall, this film is pretty well put together. Cinematography is really good in it. The special effects by K&B Effects Group is outstanding, and yeah, the acting's pretty good. And overall, this film is actually, I'd say, better than the original. Yeah, you follow her. You get the odd hallucination scenes with Ginger in it, and some dream sequences, which I don't know why people put dream sequences in horror films. They're so dumb and a waste of time. But other than that, this whole film is actually really well set up. The characters are pretty well fleshed out, and it has a pretty fun story. It definitely has a cool fighting scenes with the werewolves and stuff like that as well, and it has all that and more to take place. The makeup is absolutely amazing in this, and overall, it's definitely an underrated sequel. The first two Ginger Snap films are actually pretty good movies, and definitely have a good sense. This one also has a lot more creepy horror, more horror in it than the first one. The first one's like a coming of age story with some werewolf stuff. This one is more on the horror side and more on the creature feature side. So if you're looking for something more like that, this one is definitely going to be more fun for you to watch it. And yeah, but for the most part, there's nothing else to really complain about. The story is actually pretty good. It's typical, but overall, it's still a fun film. So I'm going to give Ginger Snaps 2 Unleashed a 4 out of 5. It's pretty fun. It's a little bit standard, but other than that, it still stands alone as a decent movie, and it's definitely a really good sequel. So, which is rare these days. So, yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. I'm not sure where you can find it, so I'll link the trailer at least down below so you can check that out. Also, link down below is my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. All my stories, you put the film title in there, and some history thing in there as well, so you're aware of it. Also, my Letterbox is down below. Take reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter is down below. Reviews_Derek. Follow me on those platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people aware of it. Comment your opinions on the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service, anyone hear my opinions on the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And yeah, let me know what your favorite Ginger Snaps film is if you have one in the trilogy. And don't forget to subscribe. Hope you find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also, so you hear my opinions on popular films, they'll come out classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because we are going to do the last Ginger Snaps film, Ginger Snaps Back, the beginning, also known as Ginger Snaps 3, the beginning, and in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those people turning into werewolves, even though they disguise as drug addicts, because, well, there's many of them. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.